Okay, everybody, this is Pixelissa. We are playing Urban Myth Dissolution Center just because I wanted to and because it looked cool. So let's give it a try. This is a work of fiction. Yes, we know. Yep. Alright. Here we go. Let's see. Oh no. Why now? Why here? There's something here. Hide, Azami. That didn't come out well. Oh well. Not exactly a voice actor, guys. I'm just a weirdo. Why is that there? Go away. 3 days ago. Not going to. Okay, so I might mispronounce names here. I am not even remotely close to being a native Japanese speaker, so if I. Okay, anomaly checkup, Urban Myth Dissolution Center. So if I screw something up, I apologize. Is this the place? Hello, I'm looking for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Business call? I've always seen weird things ever since I was born. I was hoping they might be able to help. Center's down that elevator, 4 floors deep. Cool, let's go to the basement. That's always gonna end well. How about no? I hope they can help fix me. I don't think they're gonna be able to do that, kiddo. Okay, let's see. Hello? Hi, I see you saw our poster while shopping. Came here to seek help. And you have a problem you want solved as soon as possible. Why yes, but how did you... Ah. Your gaze is focused somewhere, just right behind me. You see it, don't you? Mrs. Zami Fukurai? That's me, but how did you know my... I do happen to see as you do. Thanks to this strange power. Who am I, you wonder? You Megurai. Center right. Megurai. First, let us identify what you're saying. Identify? These might help clear things up. Welcome to the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. What are these glasses? The ghost behind you suddenly looks a lot more clear. As I said, they help you focus. Now, Mrs. Zombie, about the things you're seeing. They are different from ghosts, as in spirits of deceased individuals. They're not ghosts? Indeed, you might call it clairvoyance. Vestiges of persons and objects that existed are retained everywhere. You're probably visualizing them in some way. I see. Simply put, you can see people and things that were there before. But seeing them better isn't really helping. You see them in focus by wearing these special glasses. This proves that your power is indeed clairvoyance. And could you perhaps help me deal with this clairvoyance? We could indeed. Here at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center, we work as a detective agency for anomalies, which handles cases beyond the capabilities of regular law enforcement. Upon official request, we could certainly support you in figuring out your clairvoyance. And please, Do something about these things I'm seeing. All in due time. Let's get you in a seat first so you can relax a bit. Oh, right. Slowing down, sitting down. Ow! Oh, of course. Huh? What just happened? That chair is said to bring death to those who sit in it. A terrible curse indeed. What? First chair. I had it placed there for research. How careless of me. So what happens now? You sat in it, so you either figure things out or just die. Let us undo the curse that just hit you. Yes, please. I believe I kept a research file on this chair somewhere. With my limited mobility, it may take too long for me to get to it. We're looking for a research file? Then I won't die, right? I'll look for it and find it. I'm powerless to assist you, as you can see, but the file should be in this very room. Let me know when you find it. Understood. File coming right up. No idea what I'm even looking for. Look for the file. Kunio Yanagita, Kumaguso Minikata, Shinobu Oroguchi, Shigeru Mizuki, Folklore Studies. Am I pronouncing these names right? That's what I was wondering. The Legacy of Ms. Ripper. How not to meet your doppelganger. Warmer at least. Look for file. Oh, this book has a mark on it. Dangers of snake venom. Hemotoxins from venomous snakes break down proteins. This can cause necrosis in muscle tissue and may warrant special attention. Way too complicated for me. But it's unrelated to urban myths. Why is this book even here? Is this the medical section? Depression, oppression, liberation, caring for schizophrenia. Sounds complicated. Maybe somewhere else. Look for a file. Shaping your happiness, surefire tips for building rapport. Occult Great Reset. All sorts of books here. But I'm not finding this research file anywhere. I should check with the director. What about here? Look at the chair. I thought this was here for guests. Why did I sit on something like that? And why leave such a thing lying around anyway? Can't find it. The bookshelves are full of occultish titles, but I can't seem to find the research file. I see, in that case. I suggest you put on those glasses I handed you earlier and try again. But when I wore those glasses earlier, I felt like my ghost sight got turned up. It's unfortunate that I no longer remember where I placed the file. I suppose I'll have to try searching myself. Let's hope we won't be too late. Wait, what happens to me if we're too late? I'll put the glasses on and use this clairvoyance or whatever to find the file. Observe. Director son? Yes? Do I look pale? I'm feeling kind of queasy. Considering this room is rather dark, you look healthily pale. Okay, so... here goes. Alright. Yeep, I'm definitely seeing this. This place has ghosts too, or rather, people and things that were here before or something. They used to be vague shapes, but now I see them much more clearly. I'm shaking, but I might find something near that shadow, right? Now or never. Examine. There's a flickery ghost touching one of the books. Some papers are stuck inside. Could this be the research file? I should show it to the director. Okay. Beep, I know I saw a ghost behind the director. Wearing those glasses might make me see even more clearly. I'm having trouble talking to him with these glasses on. I should take off the glasses when we need to talk. Okay. I think it's this one. Ah, fantastic. Your power is indeed similar to mine. You have the power to see it all. Case wrapped? So I'm safe now? How do you undo the curse? I don't know. Huh? File didn't mention anything about uncursing, only that those afflicted by the curse would all suffer from lower body necrosis. Necrosis? What is that? Simply put, they rot away. Rot away? What should I even do? When you sat down, did you feel anything on the chair? What? I did feel a jab or something, I think. I see. That might warrant another look at the chair itself. You may find clues as to the nature of the curse. I'll go check. Gotta keep trying. Look at the chair. I thought this was here for guests, okay? Alright. I felt a jab when I sat down. This chair is old. Some parts have splinters sticking out. Did one of these jab me when I sat down? I should mention this to the director, too. When I sat in that chair, I felt a jab on my behind. Though it's an old chair, so it's probably just a splinter or something. I see. But that's not really worth mentioning, is it? Sorry. Will I die from this curse? No need for such distress. Why not savor this rare moment? How could I possibly? Mrs. Almi, let's try to think of a hypothesis. Hypothesis? Randomly collected information is rarely of substantial merit in itself. What kind of information have you gathered? Let me see. Previously cursed people rotted away from their lower bodies. I was jabbed on the bum by a splinter. Oh my, I honestly have no clue. Compare potential explanations from those two pieces of information and focus on the most likely possibility. It's alright, you can do this. Compare possibilities from the collected. Focus on one. Not sure I understand, but I'll give it a thought. Left. Let's think things over for a bit. What should I think about and how? Let me offer a hint to get you started. Director's son? According to my research, victims who sat in the chair all rotted away from their lower bodies. Which means people who sit down are cursed and their bodies start rotting away? Yes, however, you mentioned feeling something when you sat down. When I sat, I felt a jab like from a splinter. That pain was real. Next, choose the most likely explanation. Among the possibilities, we need to reach a hypothesis. Understood. Mark him in the back of the chair. Checks. Necrotizing poison. Then... No. Wait. Jabs you with the needle. Then injects a necrotizing poison. Maybe there's a mechanism in the back of the chair that jabs you with the needle, then injects a necrotizing poison. Is this accurate? I think I got jabbed by something when I sat down. The director mentioned that people who sat in the chair rotted away starting from their lower bodies. Let me rethink this. And the chair's seat. Okay, so you have to be really specific. Maybe there's a mechanism in the chair's seat that jabs you with the needle, then injects a necrotizing poison. That might mean if everyone rots away in the same way, maybe it's a poison. Maybe that pain I felt was a needle or something. I see. It seems you have a viable hypothesis. Maybe there's something hidden in the seat of the chair. Will I be okay now, then? Once you have a hypothesis, you need to test that theory. If your hypothesis is correct, the chair should house some kind of mechanism. I'll check right now. Okay. Hey, there's a lid-like thing under the seat part. If there's a clue to what the poison is, we could find an antidote. It's not coming off. There we go. Okay. This is zombie. I did it, Director Son. Now we find out what the poison is, and this is rather inconvenient. Although the cursed chair itself is real, the poison actually no longer has any effect. To think you would outright demolish it. Wait, you knew this all along? I thought I was going to die from the poison. Yet now your demolishing the chair has changed things rather drastically. Imagine that, a visitor destroying the cursed chair. We will need you to cover the repair bill. What? I'm so sorry. We had borrowed it for studying. We'll need to restore it. The fee should be around 10 million yen. Wait, that's totally— you said 10 million? I do admit being careless on their end, so about your earlier request. How about you work for us as an investigator and cover the fees with your wages? But, I mean, please, once the repairs are covered, we can start working on those troubles of yours. 10 million? Your special power, clairvoyance, will benefit our investigations. We'll make sure to account for that in your wages. Please guide the Urban Dissolution Center's investigations with your clairvoyance. But there's no way I can do that. I'll just go now. Phone number 070-X400-X404. Inugami University Info Science. 3rd year. Street address. No, that's my— Why do you know about my uni? I told you, I have the power of vision myself. I can find you at any time and collect your debt. This is unreal. Yet I prefer welcoming you in rather than pressuring you. Oh my. I mean, I'm really sorry for the damage. I'll do what I can. Why is this happening? Also, you might want to use this. A journal? Yes, for keeping notes on your investigation. Go on, take a look. Okay. Alright. Is this the right page? Many incidents involve complex interpersonal relationships. Here you'll want to note down characteristics and relationships for the people you meet. This is work orientation already? Please try taking notes while we're at it. About what? How about notes on me to begin with? I see. Director's characteristics. Some kind of power similar to mine. What was it? Vision. Yes, his vision. A power that shows him everything. Because of that power, I somehow ended up working here. Vision allows Urban Myth Dissolution Center Director to see everything from a distance, knew about my clairvoyance power, gave me a pair of glasses, and gave me this journal, but also pressured me to pay back my debt in a passive-aggressive way. Kinda scary. You have your journal now. How about we take a quick break? A quick break? Not breaking chairs or my will this time. First of all, we're going to brief you on the basics about the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Okay? What are urban myths anyway? It's the totality of— oh, I can't read all that. Rumors are secretly offer it way too fast. 1 hour later. And that's just a quick overview. You should now have the minimum required knowledge to be able to process urban myths. Some of it is seared into my memory, like the passion in your eyes and voice. I'm glad to hear it. Whenever in doubt in the field, your memory of me should prove helpful. I've only scratched the surface, but in due time. Well then, let's get you started on the investigations. Like right now? Yes, indeed. You should be perfect for this case. Huh? This request is about curbing the damage being caused by a certain urban myth. Jasmine, whom you'll have met upstairs, handles our on-site investigations. The lady with the hair buns? Skill sets vary from person to person. She tends to get bored with the finer details. You should be a much stronger match with the investigation's needs. Oh, okay. Kindly find Jasmine up top and ask her to brief you. She already has the overview for this case. I see. All set, Mrs. Ami. It's a pleasure to be working with you. Looking forward to paying back my dues. Yeah, that feels like the whole thing was set up. Hey! Thank you for earlier. Let me introduce myself. Yeah, not interested. Just heard from the boss man. Zami, Fukurai, yeah? Let me think. Sammy. Sammy? Yasumi Tamorigi. I go by Jasmine. Yasumi, Jasmine, I get it. Yasumi, Jasmine, I guess. What? Understood, Jasmine. You're an on-site investigator for Urban Myths 2? So that's all you? I just drive you around. Deal? Seriously? Director again. Uh-huh. Stop the damage from the Urban Myth. Humph. And I need to teach you how to do social media research as well. Why me? Anyway, get in. We'll talk on the way. Understood. Who's that guy? This is not in my job description. Sorry. Nah, it's okay. Again, it's that boss man making others do all the work. Anyway, about this social media research business. Ready? Yes, I'm ready. So we look things up to track rumors and such. Track rumors. Checking for rumors that hint at urban myths around posts that stand out. Any comments that might spread rumors in questionable ways. That's basically what social media research is for. Tracking rumors, social media research. Whoa, taking notes, huh? Go on and give it a try. I'll back you up. Understood. Thank you very much, Jasmine. Yeah. Bossman's notes say it all started from this Ico Prisons account. For starters, check out how far the rumor's spreading. How far it's spreading? And all urban myths come from rumors. Gotta cut to the core first. Do you think I'd be able to? Choose the posts and read them to me. I'll be able to comment at least. I should just read each and every post. Anyway, start by tracking down the source of the info. Pinpoint claims of anomaly sightings. Understood. Guys, some weird dude showed up at Mio's place and tried to attack her. We called the police, but they're not really helping much. Huh, it's blowing up. I wonder why this is trending so much. It's the content for sure, but maybe also the account itself. What's up? You're burning a hole through that pic. This photo looks familiar for some reason. Could be just your mind playing tricks on you. Found a clue. Terrifying anomaly appears. Okay, so... I was scared, but I managed to snap a pic. Jasmine, you should look at this. Ooh, will you look at that? Is that a ghost? No idea. Bossman would be thrilled if it is. I mean, it's useless police. They don't understand what it's like to be a victim at all. I've been treated horribly by the police before. I wish they do work shows they actually care. Are you okay? You should call the authorities. Police are just there to put on a show. Is that a guy? That's horrible. Imagine if something like this showed up in my room. If it's got a physical form, you can kick its ass. This is just that influencer Aiko desperately chasing some clout. Is this all set up? Who knows? False report. Stop wasting police resources. If it's all a setup, yeah. You can't unsee the billboard in the window. Man. Something wrong? Sign showing through the window. Unique landmarks. Let's look. Yeah, there it is. Okay. You're trending, Lamau. I get why some posts blow up, but others not so much. Flames and ammo from all over. Posts get shared way wider than we'd think. Calling police just so you can go viral by calling them useless? People who do this stuff in the name of entertainment are insane. Well, the tone is kind of annoying. Why is it trending? Half of any trending content is this stuff. I think calling the police is the best thing to do. Why did she have to post about it? We don't know for sure yet if she did really call the cops. Not the cops would buy your story about ghosts showing up. Gives me the creeps that there are so many unreported cases. Not even just unsolved cases out there in the world. So we're actually doing some good for everyone. I wouldn't have guessed from our director's antics. Articles like these, do they cover them as actual incidents? Or as featured on spooky stories or something? Who knows? Photo of the police and the photo of the guy were taken on. Huh? No evidence. Ignore it. I suppose it's scary either way. Gotta check on site. Could that be, you know her? She might be someone I know. Wait. What? Cut out the sudden screams. Some of the letters seem to be moving, though I can't see clearly. Maybe I should look at through the glasses. What's going on? The letters are popping out. Huh. Say what? The letters, Mio's place, are popping out of the screen. No idea what you mean. Is it because you want to search for Mio's place? Searching, yes, good idea. Where and how would I do that? See the search box near the top? Pick the search terms from there. Yes. Recap time. Browse for search keywords and important information. Pick the search terms from the search box. Also check new posts in the timeline and turn up from the searches. That's social media research in a nutshell, okay? Okay, I'll try selecting the search keywords. Search keyword Mio's place. Yeah, that's what we want right there. Okay. Okay. Docs. Okay. Oh no, I think this really is Mio's place. So, it is your friend's? I think so. I think so is not enough to go on. Was this just rumors and... okay. Rumors and fakes. I thought this place used to be a prison. Wow, they are moving. It wasn't my eyes. Is this trying to tell me? Which word should I be searching for? My power. I wonder what it actually is. Anyway, I should try searching for rumors and fakes. Okay. You're all being led to think this is a random rumor or a fake petty case. If it's a ghost, we can exorcise it, but if alien life forms are behind this, we're all doomed. What's going on here? A kind of sub-dimension, back-to-back with petty rumors. Huh? The UFO in the air was just a prediction of what would come. This has to be some sort of contact from outer space. A message from space? Is the man in this image real? This man may or may not be real. The fact is very depending on the situation. Please continue to observe carefully. That's AI. Smart one. Oh. Couldn't this be Uncle Tiny? Excuse me, what? Huh? You don't know about Uncle Tiny? No, so the one in the photo is Uncle Tiny? Don't think so, since that one doesn't look too tiny. I'll show you the sensor's file later. It's this harbinger of doom with demons from the depths of hell or... What in the world is a harbinger of doom? Harbinger, wielding doom. What was its name? There was a monster or something just like this? You know that one. Yeah, what? This is plasma. Huh? Plasma. Looks like a red cape. Or a Red Riding Hood, like in the picture books? Is that an urban myth? Don't know. Actual story behind the story or something? Robe. Wasn't that the woman? Brand new urban myth right there. Oh, so the lady's name was Loeb? Loeb, hence the reference. Demon in a robe. I see that photo could be showing a robe instead of a hoodie. Who cares about the color? So many different speculations. Some urban myths overlap in the way they look, whatnot. Jasmine, have you ever had your fortune told? Can't stand long rants, much less hearing them one-on-one. This guy showed up at my place too. So he's showing up at other homes too? Can't tell either way from just this post. Okay. You mean this place has a history? Boss man loves this kind of mess, I bet. Search and track, might find something juicy. Oh, okay, sure. These look like they might check around as well. Should I check with the glasses? That's right, we already did that. I know that place. I don't know what to do. I'm nervous about people with random related knowledge sharing this. At this point, they're just into digging up secrets. Messed up, huh? There's an apartment name. This is definitely my friend's place. The very first case involves someone you know. Not the luckiest recruit in town, are you? The director told me I'd be good for this case. That's why it was assigned to me. This is terrible. She's my friend. So we're heading to your friend's place, yeah? Lead the way. Yes. So how's it looking? But if it's to save a friend, with your help, the investigation feels doable. Remember, I just drive you around. Oh, of course. I'll be quick on the pickups and back you up. You get to handle the legwork. Legwork, I'm on it. You know this place. So this is the doxed girl's place? First thing we need to do is identify which urban myth is involved in this case. Once it's identified, we'll know the cause and can counter it. Identifying the urban myth first. So far, the anomaly is unknown. We don't know the motive either. So go say hi to those two and talk to them. And check out the room and collect some info. Say hello first. And investigate the room. Noted. Are you okay, Mio? Tommy, why are you here? The incident is trending online. Could you give me a rough idea of what happened? Okay, I'm still pretty confused though. Something suddenly appeared in my room. I didn't notice at first, but Aiko did. She helped me get out. Something suddenly appeared in your place? You blocked the door, right? Yes, I'm always careful to check the doors, so I'm sure. How can it get in? I'm so scared. After certain... Oh, I think I already did this. I'm working part-time at the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I couldn't believe it when I heard you were the client. Same here. But why? The police didn't help you? They listened to me at the police station and came to check my room. But since nothing was stolen and they didn't find any leads, they did a quick search and then just left. That's terrible. So then you contacted the center? That's right. When I went to the police station, I saw the poster for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I thought if anyone, these special investigators might leave us. Oh, I saw the same poster. You investigate ghosts and such, right? Aiko saw something, that's for sure. Listen, Azami. I really need your help. You'll be okay, Mio. I'm new on the job. I'm not super sure of myself. But I'll help you in any way I can. I'm so glad you're here to help. I feel much safer. I'm counting on you, Azumi. Excuse me, I had to take a sip. Yes, I'm on it. I'm out. Mio, which faculty are you studying at again? I'm keeping notes on this case and would like to ask you a few questions. Yes, of course. Mio Sato, 23 years old, Inugami University, Human Sociology, 3rd year. Do you remember what that thing looked like? I don't know. We rushed out of the room, but I also felt like I was being watched for a while now. What? This is an old apartment, so something may be up. Zami, can I count on you to find out? Yes, I'll try. Okay. Let's look at... Okay. Notes. Uncle Tiny. You guys done anything creative lately? I've fallen into a bit of a slump and haven't been able to come up with much. I'm a little late to the party, but I have been practicing making AI-generated art. If you feed the AI keywords that match your vision of the piece, it'll draw it for you. So I tried it out a few times and ended up with a picture of this woman pursing her lips and glaring at me. I probably shouldn't say things like this, but you know, she was kind of creepy. I changed my keywords a bit and tried again, but I just got the same woman as before. I tried changing all kinds of things, her hairstyle, pose, body type, age, even her personality, but for some reason the AI kept drawing the same woman. I got this scary feeling she was somehow attaching herself to me and just closed the program without thinking. I started to imagine that if I kept generating pictures, eventually that woman was going to come right out of the screen. If you guys ever try making AI-generated art, it'd behoove you not to let some creepy AI-generated woman get attached to you. Okay. I was walking around K City near S Station one day looking for a place to get lunch. I was at a crosswalk waiting for a light to change when I noticed something out of the ordinary. A public payphone with the receiver just hanging off the hook. I suddenly got this urge to put it back in its place, you know. But as I opened the payphone door and reached for the receiver, I noticed a tiny mouse stuck to it. My hand had already closed around it before I could stop myself, and I froze, trembling. But when I opened my hand, I looked closer. I saw it was a little old man. We were both frozen in surprise, but when he met my gaze, he suddenly panicked. He jumped off the receiver, landed on the phone book, and scampered down the telephone pole. He crawled under the gap in the phone booth and legged it towards a nearby takoyaki restaurant. What the heck was that about? Apparently that little old fogey is quite the common sighting, especially among celebrities, artists. You know, I'm something of an artist myself. Okay, so we know the cursed chair situation. Database. Inugami, social media research, clairvoyant, yeah. Classes, hypothesis, okay. Case notes. Okay. Okay, so we've talked to her. Take a peek. Box of clothing and luggage, not much space. Maybe room for one person? Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai, Mio's friend. I'm here from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center to investigate the case. Thank you for having us. You're her friend? Didn't know. Mio said she founded a detective agency for anomalies. But I had doubts you existed until you showed up. But anyway, the police aren't doing much, so I guess we'll cooperate. Please help Mio, she needs it. Is it okay if I call you Aiko-san? Of course, Mio calls me Aiko-san too. Talk to me casually like friends. Oh, thank you. Could you tell me your age and profession? You sound like the police. Aiko Shimuzu, 29. I work as a sort of job hunting consultant, bridging students and companies. Also attempt staff coordination and leveraging all those connections. You're an entrepreneur? I guess. You're at GAMU too. Yes, I'm a third-year information science major at Inagami University. We're schoolmates. How lovely to hear. I think we'll have plenty to talk about. Yes. Okay. Can I ask you about your relationship with Mio? Mio's in Oki-sensei's human sociology seminar, right? I studied under Oki-sensei too in the same seminar. I'm working as a job hunting consultant, so Oki-sensei introduced me to Mio. I've been helping her and we grew close as friends. I see, that's why you know each other. I'm happy to meet someone from my alma mater. Feel free to call me if you ever need a helping hand. About this incident. Please tell me what it was that you saw. Last night I was talking with Mio and lost track of time. She agreed to let me stay over, so we set up cushions on the rug. You're going to sleep on the floor? Yes, it's Mio's home, so I wasn't going to steal her bed, was I? The moment we turned off the light to sleep, I felt a presence in the room that wasn't us. The moment you turned the lights off, were they hiding until then? I think Mio was still unaware at that point. Mio and I tried to leave the room without turning the lights back on. We made it out the door somehow. I told Mio to run to the police as there was someone in the room. Details on what she said. Could you tell me in detail about what you saw in this room? In detail, let me see. Time was just before midnight or so. I was so scared I didn't get a good look, but it didn't look human. When I was closing the door, the shadow loomed up as if from the floor. If we were in a moment too late, I can't imagine where I'd be. A shadow that didn't look human. A shadow must be the anomaly then. But where did it appear from? That's still unclear. I should note this down too. When is the posted photo from? This photo of the shadowy monster looked like a man somewhat. Terrifying, isn't it? Did you turn around and take this as you ran away? I was way too scared for that. Mio ran for the cops and I opened the door just a bit and quickly took a picture. But once I did, the guy disappeared. Disappeared just like that. More or less, he was gone before I knew it. I see. Duly noted. Thank you for your help. Okay. Tons of books and trinkets on the shelf. Online shopping boxes piled up on top. You can see the billboards on the building across the street. 4th floor here. Okay. Sup? Jasmine, how do you usually go about investigating on site? Usually? Ask those who encounter anomalies about what they saw and things like that. Enough leads and you start to see the rough shape of the urban myth. Shape of the urban myth? Who saw what, when, and how, and all that. You start to get what the urban myth is about. And then you suddenly get a call from the boss man. I guess it's because of his see-all vision or whatever, yeah? Wow. I love vision watching everything I go. Everywhere I go. You okay or what? Basically, you're on site, gather clues, and boss man knows. So your job is to dig up info on the case. That's all there is to it. Okay. I think we're done. I'm sorry. This is the unit bathroom. A regular, everyday, mundane door. Lock and chain, fully functional. Should we use our glasses? A ghost! But according to the director, my power is clairvoyance, and I'm seeing what happened in the past. So this is a ghost, not a ghost. How could it not be a ghost? But if I'm seeing something, then something was here. Whoa. It's terrible. I feel like the shadow is watching me. I need to take a closer look. Shadow looks human. It's wearing something. A hoodie? Just don't rely on me. God. Okay. Jasmine, I'm seeing something that looks like a haunted spirit. What are those shadows that show up with those glasses? Don't see them. No way I'd know. That's scary because our forms are fuzzy. I can see them, but not touch them. Aren't most monsters in urban myths kind of that way? A bit clearer than ghosts with ridiculous goals or messages. What are these things I'm seeing? Hey, don't ask me. You figure it out. Jasmine, how long have you worked here? 6 months? Not even, actually. What exactly does the Urban Dissolution Center do? Don't know, really. We look into rumors. If it's paranormal related, we figure out what's up. Who would actually ask you to do this? National or local government, also universities and research organizations. This case here is probably the boss man just spotting a rumor and taking interest. Okay. Oh. Yikes, what is this? They look like legs? Ew, I can't seem to actually touch it. It feels so weird. What exactly is this, Shadow? I should think about it once we have more clues. I should note this too. Okay. That's probably those two. Anything else? We'll talk to her first. You know, a few things. No. Okay. What about her? Iko-san, can I ask you something? That thing you saw looked like a haunted spirit of sorts. Blurry and all, but also tangible? Wasn't that... is that kind of shadow? Huh. I'm sorry for this abrupt question. No, it's fine. I'm getting accused left and right of faking this to gain attention. I didn't think anyone would believe me. I thought so. That wasn't a trick of the light or a lie. The thing you saw was definitely in this room. I'm impressed. I hope you can solve this case for us. Yes. think things over for a bit. What I'm seeing with this clairvoyance power. Anyways. You look like ghosts, but aren't. So weird. I'm not really helping much, even if I can see things. It seems you may still need my support. I can offer the second part of my own urban myth theory, which we had to wait on earlier. Oh no, my memory of the director is going self-aware. First, let's take a moment and narrow down what you really need to consider. Feels weird being tutored by the mere memory of our director. Then again, maybe all that intelligence is rubbing off on me. I feel smarter somehow. I'm happy for you. I mentioned this back at the center. Your clairvoyance shows you the memories of each location, a view of the past. So I'm peeking at what someone was doing there before? If so, what about that foot-like shadow I saw by the entrance? Maybe this memory is of Aiko-san. Mio. This memory of Mio. Running away. Mio. With Aiko-san. Maybe this is memory of running. Doesn't feel right. Let me remind you just in case. Clairvoyance shows you the memories left in each location. There are views, past events, not to be confounded. Okay. Also, legs seem to be heading towards the exit. Notes, I think I just got it screwed up. Let me rethink this. Yes. I got that in the wrong order. I'm a little tired. Aiko-san. Running away with Mio. Yeah. Yes. If so, I really can see tiny glimpses of past events. These at Mio felt what Aiko saw, and what I saw through my clairvoyance. They don't seem to be lying. Combining everyone's accounts and my clairvoyance might tell us something. Okay. I should write about Jasmine in my journal too. My coworker at the Urban Dissolution Center. Her impression of me seems to be uninterested. Not quite disinterested, not quite. Let me rethink this. Not very friendly. Yeah, I wonder if she hates me. Doesn't matter, I will keep trying. There we go. Staff member thinks basically all tasks her too much work, says detailed aspects of investigation are not her strong suit. In charge of guiding us as I stumbled through the investigation. Made it clear that her main job was driving, probably a trusty coworker nonetheless. Okay. Where did the shadows come from? Let's think things over for a bit. Mysterious being that appeared very suddenly. If we only had one witness, they might simply have imagined things. But Mio also mentioned feeling watched. I have no idea what to think about, or how. In that case, let me offer some guidance. Ugh, my residence director boss is talking to me again. First, let's take a moment and narrow down what you really need to consider. Suppose this shadow actually exists and acts similarly to humans. If it acts like us, I'd want to know how the shadow showed up. Let's think about that for a bit. Maybe there's a route that leads no, wait. Maybe somewhere within this room. No. Maybe that leads in somewhere within this room. I got it. Maybe there's a route that leads in somewhere within this room. Yes, I should try to focus on how it got inside the room. Man or monster, that should show us who or what they are. Look for possible points of entry. Take a peek. Looks pretty standard. No space for anyone to hide in there. I'm here, so I might as well snap a shot. On close inspection, the toilet cover is raised. The seat is raised as well. I remember Mio being the type who's always conscious about this stuff. I should close it for now. Okay. Check under bed. Any secret passages? Of course not. But I can fit pretty easily, so a man can hide here too. Let's get a pic of this too, just in case. Intruder, would they easily be able to climb up so high? I should ask what the police told them. Echo-san, can I ask you something? About the intruder. Did the police say anything about the intruder entering through the window? I hated the way they treated me and stopped listening midway. I think they told Mio something. Understood. Did you hear any noises from somewhere in the room? I don't think so. Oh, by the way, you've been taking pics of this place, right? Can I take a quick look to refresh my memory? Yes, of course. Thanks. She's scrutinizing each pic. Something on her mind? About this one. Yeah? Why did you take it? The toilet lid is raised. Would you... This might upset Mio. She's meticulous about these things. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not the one who raised the lid or the seat. Oh well. Someone did. You know, a few things. How did the shadow get in? I've been thinking to find out what that shadow was. We should first figure out how it managed to sneak in. It suddenly appeared, but any idea how it got in? I don't know. Something scary happened to me before, and since then I've been extra careful to check the door, so how could this... It was really sudden, out of thin air even. Something scary happened? Can I ask you what happened to you before, if it's okay to ask? That is, around 2 years ago, I think someone was kind of stalking me. That was one of the reasons I moved here. Since then, everything was okay until yesterday. I'm really scared. Help me, Azami. This is purely for investigative purposes, but, you know, like, please tell me about your boyfriend, if I may ask. I don't have anyone I'd call a boyfriend. Not currently. No boyfriend? No. Noted. Sorry, thanks. Did the police say anything about the intruder entering through the window? I thought of the same thing and asked them. But they didn't find any evidence around the window or on the balcony. Also, we're on the 4th floor and the road in front is pretty busy. Some places are open till midnight, so they said it's unlikely. I see. Makes sense. Window entry unlikely. Noted. Good luck with your investigation. I believe in you, Azami. Okay. I should write about Aiko-san in my journal. Aiko Shimizu, who works as a job hunting consultant. She took the same uni seminar with Mio's in, which means she's older uni friend. Yep, that's it. It's my first time meeting her, but since she went to the same uni, I feel like we'll get along. Okay. I should make a note about Mio too in my journal. Mio Sato, resident of the room where the incident occurred. Mio is my friend at uni. Yes, my friend from the same uni. Okay. I don't want to look at that. I want to look at the toilet. If I can see it with clairvoyance, something was definitely here, right? Looks similar to that photo too, the one we saw in the posts. So this might be the anomaly that showed up in Mio's room. Let's assume it was for now. To do. Okay, we've asked her everything. Let's ask Dr. Jasmine. Just don't. Okay, got it. Any new questions? No. Look around. Mio mentioned being careful about checking that her door's locked. Mio's really diligent, unlike me. I can't picture her forgetting to lock up. I should snap a pic here too. I've talked to Mio and Aiko-san, and I look around the room. I think... So getting closer to narrowing down the urban myth? Well... Yeah, not like we could, but about that time though. At this stage, the boss man tends to call. Someone's phone is ringing. See, right on cue. What? Wait, it's mine. Pick up already. Yes? Hello, this is Izami. Director Meguriya here. Well done, Mrs. Izami. Director, son. Cut the formalities, eh? Director or whatever is fine. Yes. Director, son. Thanks to your efforts, the urban myth within this case is taking shape. This may be a good time to identify which one it is. Okay, how should we identify the urban myth? Countless urban myths exist in this world. I believe you've already referenced part of our center's archives. Identification. About finding the correct record for the urban myth that matches this case specifics. Yet another of my beginner questions, but do we even need to identify what it is? Urban myths tend to be grouped into several categories. A sizable number of them are known to stalk those who encounter them. So if this myth is one of them, Mio might still be in danger. Identification is a step towards adequate prognosis. Surely you agree. Oh yes, I see what you mean. Without further ado, let the identification begin. Okay. Oh dear, how dramatic. Thank you all for your patience. I believe you would all prefer a swift resolution. So, I appreciate your kind cooperation with our identification process. Please convey to everyone what I just told you. Well, everyone, our director is here on the phone to guide us through the process. First of all, what exactly is identification? We compare various mysterious occurrences in the field to our center's records. This is to determine which urban myth match the specifics. So identifying helps us figure out what to do next. But you don't need to hear our investigation report first. Such is the power of my vision. I am already aware of your investigation results. The director is basically an anomaly himself. Let us begin by laying out exactly what happened here. It started on Mio and Aiko-san. They both encountered a suspicious intruder, correct? That's right. This intruder that they witnessed. The first key factor is whether they really existed. Their pictures were uploaded to social media. Do you suspect they are fake pictures? That is not what this is about. tend to think they saw things that don't exist and get caught up in that possibility. We need to ascertain this anomaly's existence from objective facts instead of relying solely upon their accounts. Objective facts? Mrs. Zami, I understand you have already gathered the necessary clues with your power of clairvoyance. Yes, I think... So, Mrs. Zami, would you kindly recap the clues you found by investigating with clairvoyance? I saw a shadowy figure. I believe that's the entity that made Mio feel watched in that echo sound, so I don't know if it was a human or anomaly, but I think something must have been present in that room. Though through testimonies and clues from your clairvoyance, you were able to narrow down the rumor. We were able to confirm that some entity was indeed here. Let us focus on what exactly that shadowy figure might have been. Mrs. Zami, I believe you found some form of evidence that said the shadowy figure was present in the Osan's room? Was there anything that caught your eye? You mean other than the shadow I saw with clairvoyance? Yes, there was a clue you came across while investigating. If you were watching with your vision, you could just tell me. I might not always be around so conveniently, and this is your training day. But let me ask you, Mrs. Zami, where was there evidence of the shadowy figure who supposedly appeared in Mio-san's room? The bathroom. The unit bathroom felt kind of strange. Ah, splendid. What did you feel strange about the bathroom? Toilet. Let me guess. The toilet seat being upright? Mio's the type who closes the lid too. There's no way she'd leave the seat up. What matters here is not the toilet seat itself, but the gender constraints it indicates. All the more as the residents had been consistent about handling the lid, which means the third present in the room would have been male, a man. What in the what? What would an open toilet lid tell you? A mysterious entity was witnessed as a shadowy figure and took actions that were clearly divergent from the residents. The seat substantiates this. The indication that the shadow figure was likely male. Huh. So this anomaly chose to relieve itself? You shouldn't assume that what an anomaly would or wouldn't do. Some anomalies cause unscientific phenomena, while others act just like humans. Wonderful, this urban myth's traits are seeping out onto the light. Dr. Son, are you enjoying this? Mrs. Zami, your next choice will be vital. Sure. A shadowy figure of male gender appears in your home. What exactly, and from where? I remember Mio saying it appeared out of nowhere. Anomalies are tied to specific locations. There always is something about where they appear. So, Mrs. Zami, yes? Do you recall who first witnessed the anomaly? Aiko. It was Aiko-san. She saw it when they were getting ready to sleep. Yes, indeed. Mio-san's room had only one bed, so Aiko-san improvised a bed on the floor and was about to lie down. So, Mrs. Zami, do you know where Aiko-san saw the male intruder? Behind the curtains? It'd be a great hiding spot. Aiko-san noticed the man while trying to sleep on the floor. Do you picture Aiko-san sleeping outside? Oh, under the bed. Please ponder that just once more. Under the bed. Under the bed, I'd guess. Aiko-san would have been trying to sleep just in front of the bed. Exactly. Aiko-san noticed the man hiding under the bed. It's very dramatic. You ever admit that matches the circumstances would be? A fucking stalker. It would be a stalker. And under the bed. Okay, yeah, that's creepy, alright. Man under the bed? Yeah, I know that one. The one with the machete or axe. Hide under your bed with his weapon of choice. Really? Yes, it's a popular urban myth. Possibly originating in the United States. Lots of crappy things originate there. Yes, I think he was holding something. An axe might have been. Dr. Son, what should we do? What could I do? I need to think of something. Yes, about that. This urban myth is difficult to guard against. Huh? Other sightings vary. An initial and only encounter. Or another case where it jumped around from victim to victim. The unpredictability of its next action is what makes this anomaly so compelling. Compelling? Neo's in trouble here right now. Tell me what to do already. As I said, this one cannot be countered. So you can head back to the center for now. There's something else I'd like you to work on. Oh. What if it shows up today as well? You seem to misunderstand, Mrs. Ami. Urban Myth Dissolution Center is an investigational organization focusing on urban myths. We are neither makeshift police nor bodyguards. That is beyond our scope. That's a terrible thing to say. I just wanted to protect Mio. Oh, it's okay, Azami. You don't have to force yourself. We understand your boundaries, so you might want to call it a day. Aiko-san. Azami, I don't know what to do. Mio. Don't worry, my place is just one station from here. I can show up real quick if anything happens. I'll watch over Mio. Mio, listen. Yes? I'd like you to have this at least as a lucky charm. It's a letter. It might help you feel more at ease when you're in trouble or worried. Thank you, Azami. I'll read this later. Hope we should call it a day. Please rest well, Mio. Somehow I don't think that's how it's going to end. I've rechecked the locks. Should be good. Why is this even happening? Azami, help me. Ooh, scared me. Just a call. Who is it? Oh, hello, Aiko-san. Yes. Thank you for your help these last few days. I'm glad I wasn't alone. Oh no, I know you're busy with work, so please. Yes, all locked. Balcony and entrance. The train's in as well. Yes, bedtime for me. You too. Not again. No! Next day. This doesn't look good. Looks like the anomaly struck again. Seriously? Mio call you or what? No, I can't seem to reach Mio. But I heard from Aiko-san early this morning. She told me Mio had a really rough time again. She'll tell me what happened when I get there, I think. Wait. Is this new mess that bad? Even worse. Aiko-san and Mio are being flamed on social media again. Mio was really upset about it. Not sure I get what's going on. We should probably take a scroll, yeah? Urban myths come out in rumors, remember? Might just affect what the dude under the bed does too. Start by checking social media like before. Yes. I'll try looking around. Got a message from the boss man. So we should start from Aiko-san's account. Nice. Already on it. First thing, let's check what happened to Mio and Aiko. And also why they're being flamed again. That's it. Go for it. Understood. My dear friend Mio was attacked again. I want the police to formally launch an investigation, and those of you taking the opportunity to snoop on our personal life, get one of your own. Snooping around for personal information. Going up again, these should get more attention than the case itself. We should check how far these guys are digging. Also, why this photo? I don't get it either. Old photo, maybe? Weird that they'd post this with all the heat. Okay. You call it your personal life by posting it on the internet for all to see. She's been doxxed, so let's hide? Does this mean she's safe at least? I hope Mio is okay. Was there anyone who went to break and enter because her address was doxxed? Yeah, right, if they learned that a girl was living alone. What are the police doing? Just pilfering her taxes and running? Scary. Probably take a deep breath. It's key to feel flow, energy, and disturbance. Mind, attract bad energy. Take care of your mind. What? Deep breaths. Is Aiko that Aiko? She's still pursuing stunts like this. Desperate to stay relevant. She's that Aiko? Pretty famous. What a comment, though. Please excuse the sudden reply. Are you both doing okay? Please stay safe. How do you stay safe when the dude just shows up everywhere? Just make sure you always lock the door? I don't know how this Aiko girl, is she famous? This person doesn't know her either. Mid-level famous. There's so much attention on Aiko's on herself. The glasses catch anything? I know you're here somewhere. Nope, just sit down. Maybe go look elsewhere? Okay. Wait, no, how come? Don't believe everything you read. Is Mio alright? Echo-san should be used to handling this stuff. Mio, on the other hand. How's it supposed to feel? All the time in the world, all the wrong reasons. Is this someone she knows? Or could be someone who knows her from Aiko 5 from her Aiko 5S days. No letters moving around. False alarm. Okay. Okay. Oh no, her full name. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Now Mio Sato is Mio's full name. Someone posted this to social media. I'm worried that this might lead to some weird rumors. Yeah, try looking into that too. Why all the sub-posting? But maybe we'll see where the rumor came from. Maybe so. Need to find something to put out the flames. Okay. No, wait. I forgot not to hit X. Okay. Results are funny. Looks like Mia's full name is confirmed Mio Sato. This info from here, university, and other socials match up. What could possibly be fun about exposing information about other people online? Found Mia's alt account, Bloom30. What's an alt account? Alt account, the other one. They're anonymously posting stuff they want to keep secret. You had one? It's posts going places. No, glasses first. Bloom30. If this is really Mia's account, we should look into it. Might tell us where the rumors around her came from. So, I guess we should, huh? At least catch up on what's been being said. Yes. Thing is, her name isn't that unique, so search hits may be too wide. Look for more keywords that might lead to Mio herself. I'll try. Okay. Try. Too many results. Okay. Day in the life. Doesn't use this account like that anymore. Oh. With a face like that, I do sugar dating too. This is where the rumor started. I hate to do this to Mia, but we should search the word sugar dating too. Okay, go for it then. Okay. Click more than one. Totally boasting about her scores with Bloom30. Who are these sugar dating sex stories for anyway? Well, some role model figures make how-to manuals and such, so that paves the way. But you're an ex-papa. Ex-papa. That reminds me, you mentioned being stalked before. Ooh, yeah, that's one possibility. Honestly, don't see the problem here. My friend Mounty Ren had a celeb as a sugar date. Super jelly. Lucky mommy turn. I've heard that you earn way more introducing babies to daddies than dating them yourself. Stay up other girls for the dirty work. I thought sugar dating was mostly an individual choice, but some people play dispatch. They say anything can be turned into a business, but this says a duo investigating urban myths. I like Akko, be my sugar mommy. You just pay your taxes. Looks like we've tracked down the rumor's source. You shouldn't just believe all of what's written here. This might be related to why the anomaly appeared in the first place. Yes. I wish I could put a stop to all this. Okay. Moving on. Seconded. How is that relevant? Totally not. Okay. But I want to be thorough. Talk about truish rumors. So even sugar dating has its share of rumors in the realm of might be. Okay. Need to look up truish rumors. Okay, so we can only do 2 at a time. This is not some truish rumor, it's real. They put a chip in people. They use the signal to catch them. No cap. When they catch you, they take you to another dimension. Sugar babes are dangerous. Huh? Microchips. What for? Conspiracy 101. Never know where they are. I know this one. There was a movie about them. That's an urban myth too. Huh? The Men in Black. Guys who wear all black. Men in Black. What kind of monetary benefits are they talking about? Wait, generation gap? I'm not that much older, you know. Yeah, a woman in virtual white showing up in front of those expecting a pretty girl. Lady 8 feet. Sounds like a celebrity or movie star. Never heard of her. Guess there are people like that. Legit monster lady, so tall she can peek into the second floor window. Pretty famous myth. Yeah, this is do original in front of a mirror and presto. Mary in the mirror? Sounds kind of familiar, but also not. Okay. This flaming Ico. What a whore. Ugh, block and move on. Not sure what to make of this. Humans will be humans. As if all girls default to sugar dating. How could they assume so much about Leo? Yeah, sorry. Can I search for? No. We're looking for posts. Flaming Ico. Okay. Alright, so we've done that. Maybe we should... Okay. Okay. Mio is attracting attention too, it seems. Yeah, that's right. She was well known while using this handle. So Ico-san used to be known as Ico 5S. Should note that down. Okay. I'm gonna look into Ico's former account. Yeah, I might turn up something. Go for it. Okay, finally. That Aiko girl is really that Aiko 5S? I used to watch her on BooTube all the time. Apparently. I used to post vids on BooTube. Super active. Apparently she started some job hunting consultation agency and swapped back to Aiko. Which led into her current work? Yeah, I kind of faded out from posting vids. I lose interest when they do that, but some will follow their stands wherever they go. She was on TV before as a college influencer. Aiko-san is even on TV? Wow. Oh yeah, she was a commentator on some info variety show. Okay. We asked charismatic ex-charismatic influencer turned job hunting consultant CEO Aiko about current recruitment trends and what skills companies are looking for. Click here for more. From some old article? Man, they're quick. Went to them for advice on job hunting. She was super nice and I learned a lot. I never thought the CEO would be Aiko 5S. Girl boss energy. Aiko did all those streams solely aiming for controversy. Now she's the CEO? Is it true she wanted to stir up controversy? Depends on the stunt. Aiko 5S had both solo videos and collabs with other streamers. Some of those were really asking for it. As a college group, they had real kids will be kids kind of vibe. She was business smart even from high school. From what I remember, claimed some brand stole the idea from a product planning that they did. Got flamed. Oh, they got flamed? I met her many years ago. She was super friendly. Aiko-san really is nice to talk to. Must be really smart. And really thick skin, too. Yeah, whatever. Next. Okay. So, BooTube? Okay. Now what are we looking for? Do we want to search for that? Okay. What about that? How about that? Nope. Okay. So now what? I wonder if this is from a uni classmate. Why post me as personal information? Personal details. Humans. Some just rush ahead without a thought for consequences. Sami, what you doing? I posted myself from my own accounts. I had to put it out there. Please don't insult Mia without knowing anything. Give it a rest. Huh. Isn't that just fuel for the fire? I can't just sit and watch. Well, Mia is feeling so much pain. Guess you're the type who only learns from experience. That white knight spirit you got there is fine and all, but you should really think before you act. Wow. Up to you, though. Sami does what Sami will. You can wrap up searching the soils. Time for prep on site. Understood. Here we go. Yes. I'll ask Mia as much as I can about the stalker and her past. If you go out like that, it'll be way too overwhelming. There are other directions you can look into. Think before you pry. But if you're fine with possibly losing a friend, be my guest. I see. Thank you, Jasmine. I'll be careful. Okay. Mio, are you alright? Yes, I'm not hurt or anything. But I was so scared. I'm glad you're safe, at least. I kept thinking if only you'd been there with me yesterday. Azami, I really don't know what to do. I know, I'm sorry. Talk to me when you feel up to it. No pressure, okay? I'm all geared up to help Mio. What exactly should I look into? Hey, don't ask me. There's some stuff you could check out. This anomaly dude under the bed is showing up at Mio is like a bad habit. So maybe the anomaly was born from some connection to Mio herself. Affection, jealousy, malice, many urban myths are born from people's emotions. Might want to poke around that angle. Anyhow, it's up to you. Connections between the anomaly and Mio. Duly noted. Okay, thank you, Jasmine. I'm on it. Look around. If I hit somewhere, it'd be here. Don't see anything strange. Examine. According to the urban myth, he crawls out from under the here. I see something. Oh. Wait, no. Creepy doll. I don't recall Mio being into this kind of stuff. I have to check with her. Yes, definitely room for one person. And I don't see any secret openings or anything. Okay. Are you doing okay, Mio? Sami, could you stay with me? I'll answer anything. I do what I can. Yes, I'll be right here. You'll be okay. Don't push yourself too much. There's something I'd like you to look at. Is this yours? Huh? No, it's the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it? Under the bed. Goodness, that's so... What exactly is going on, Azami? Maybe it means something. I really don't know. Sorry. It's kind of disturbing. I'll hold on to this for now. Okay. Sorry for not filling you in. Mio isn't hurt, but seems quite upset. So please avoid asking her about sensitive matters. If it helps, I can tell you about what Mio told me. Agro-san, may I ask about the details you didn't mention when you called earlier? What happened to Mio last night after we left? I came to check on Mio this morning and found her passed out. I immediately took care of her, but she's still been in distress ever since. So I listened to her story and then got in touch with you. Okay. Agro-san, do you have a moment? Okay, we already did this. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay. There's her account. Had her private docs information doxed. To be a well-known influencer in her college days. It's the first time I've actually met a real-life influencer. Seems her nickname was that weird picture. I heard Mio was attacked by a man. She seems okay, but I wanted to see for myself. Okay, I'm glad Mio isn't injured, but why is the man coming for Mio in the first place? We picked up a creepy tattered doll from the floor in Mio's room. Turned out it wasn't Mio's. Okay. Identified. Is this Shadow the man who attacked Mio yesterday? Probably. What is he doing? I know it's not a ghost, but I'm just scared. I hate those haunted houses where you need to walk through yourself. Okay. I need to gather clues on this man. But it just looks like he's searching the shelves. Sneaking in, going through the shelves for Mio's belongings. Is he interested in Mio herself? Interested. Gross. Okay. This This man-like shadow might be the intruder who scared Mio last night. I should take a closer look at the man's shadow. Speaking of which, it doesn't really look like he's threatening her. Is he just watching? But why? Creepy. Yes, this shadow definitely looked like it appeared from under the bed. How does something appear from under your bed? Can't even lock them out. How can we prevent this man from showing up? Okay. Is this the body? Oh wait, I'm looking into the past, so... Is this Mio then? Was she lying here? Closer. Is it really Mio? The features are all blurry. It doesn't look like a girl, but I should make sure. Okay. You know, a few things. Check about the shadow. By the way, the place where you passed out, is it where I'm standing now? Yes, while on a call with Aiko-san and checking the window, the door locks one by one. But how did you know? How did I? Just a hunch, a bunch of hunches. Is this about the weird things you see that you mentioned before? Yeah, more or less. Okay. We're not supposed to ask her questions, but... Bags, accessories, manga, and books fill the shelf. Nothing really unusual. Mio really is tidy. Even her shelves are well organized. Securely locked. Don't see any traces of entry. Nowhere to hide on the balcony either. Anything new to ask her? Nope. Okay, looks like we're starting to get the hang of it. Yes, I think so. Gradually. Jasmine, what could we possibly do for Mio? About that anomaly, also with the social media blowing up. It is tough to watch, I get it, but our job is to figure out the anomaly itself. We could track down the rumor's source on social media, but we can't do anything about it. Working with us means you need to get the urban myth investigation part down first and foremost. Yes, you're right. We found this. Jasmine, I found this under the bed. What the? Wait, this doesn't belong to Mio? I asked her and she said no, and seemed shaken. Is there some meaning to this doll? No idea. Could mean something, could mean nothing. Alright, I guess we're gonna go ahead. You know, a few things. I saw Aiko-san's post. You were attacked again. Though I didn't really want her to post about it. Aiko-san convinced me that at times like these it's better to speak up. But I felt she was right. An idea who the man under the bed might be? I don't think so. Mio, you weren't hurt, were you? Was anything stolen? I'm okay, thanks. I wasn't hurt. Nothing was stolen. I don't want to make you relive it all, but could you tell me what happened last night? About last night. Yes, it's okay. I can tell you. Yesterday, after everyone went home, Aiko-san was still worried and called me from her place. I checked the locks as I was talking on the phone, then hung up. When I turned around, the man was there. Yes, he was in my room, even though I definitely locked the door. What was that, Azami? Are you okay? Sorry, thinking about it is really terrifying. Hey, take it easy on yourself, okay? I'm okay. You're here to help after all. I'll do what I can. I think he was holding an axe or something and I slowly came closer. I think passed out then. Next thing I remember was morning. Azami, I'm really scared. What should I even do? Please. Mio. You'll be alright. I'll figure this out. Take a deep breath. Okay. Mio is really scared. We need to find a way to keep this anomaly from showing up again. Okay. should recap on what we've gathered. Keeps appearing, this man under the bed. Man under the bed appeared at this person's home. Here, Mio's home. Duh. Yes, the man appeared in front of Mio. This anomaly showing up in Mio's room. What's going on? Man under the bed and kills anyone under certain circumstances, usually armed with some kind of weapon, possibly an axe or machete. If you sense his presence immediately, leaving the room may save your life, apparently. Okay. Let's think things over for a bit. No clue who the man is. What is the man under the bed's purpose? Wait, maybe there's this. Ugh, I'm so confused. What is the man under the bed known for? The man under the bed from the urban myth. He is said to carry an axe or machete and to kill residents of the room, correct? That's right, he's famous for something like that. Mio hasn't been physically harmed. In that case, what were the intruder's actual intentions? Maybe he wants... suddenly appear in front of you and scare you. Maybe he wants to suddenly appear in front of you and scare you? From the shadows movements, that's how it looks to me. Does this mean he actually just has an interest toward Mia? That would mean this anomaly isn't really the man under the bed. Then again, he's showing up from under the bed in a locked room. Ugh, makes no sense whatsoever. Are we doing this right? Let's think it through. I want to help Mio somehow. The intruder appears from under the bed, however carefully she locks up. What am I supposed to do? How about... blocking the space under the bed with furniture? How about blocking the space under the bed with furniture? If it's showing up from under the bed, we could just fill this space, couldn't we? You know, a few things. Okay. Okay, let's fill this space up and done. Alright, yep, this should work. Now the man under the bed has no way to get in or out. We're safe, I hope. Echo-san, do you have a moment? Echo-san, do you have any idea what the monster that attacked Mio is? The anomaly? Girl accused Mio might have caught some creep's eye somewhere, of course. Maybe her ex-boyfriend? She mentioned moving here because her ex started stalking her. Her ex stalked her? But you mentioned it was a monster that showed up, correct? Then maybe not. Well, urban myths can come from obsession, it seems. Thank you for letting us know. Hey Mio, I kinda heard about your ex-boyfriend from Aiko-san. Okay. Not exactly a secret, but I didn't think it was related. Seems like these anomalies are sometimes born from such people's emotions, so I just want to check. Would you mind telling me a bit more? Okay, I can share it with you then. It was 2 years ago, I think. We were only dating for a month or so. Don't know if that even qualifies as an ex. He was a control freak. He was the guy who stalked me, like I mentioned yesterday. Tell us about him. Could you tell me a bit more about him? Around age 30, medium height and build, said he worked at a famous company and cared a lot about his reputation. Had a lot to say about my daily habits, certain foods are bad for my health and so on. He was a clean freak and uptight, kept insisting I do what he said, so I got scared. I see, that's why you broke up after a month or so. Yeah, but he kept texting me saying he was nearby and asking to meet. Around that time, I heard this place was available, so I moved as fast as I could. Makes sense. Gotcha. Thanks. External stalker. Did the anomaly arise from this person's obsession? Sammy, I'll be heading out. Huh? Oh, it's already dark. I think I should stay with Mio tonight. Yeah? Boss man told you to come back. Gonna pass on that? Just got a text to all about the center's purpose and your debt and blah blah blah. Yeah, I know already. Duty calls? I'll stay here tonight. I need to go grab fresh clothes, but should be back in no time. Huh? Really? Thank you so much. You should head back and rest. More people being here won't necessarily solve anything. Makes sense. Aiko-san is staying. Okay then, if you say so. Azami, are you leaving? Mio. But Aiko-san will stay with you tonight. Also, we took preventative measures against the man under the bed. He shouldn't be showing up from anywhere. I think. Really? Thank you so much, Azami. Sure thing. Hope you get some good rest tonight. You're really my best friend, you know? I'm so glad I listened to your advice. Okay. I'm like super suspicious of Aiko. It's nothing. There's no way. I'm thinking too much. Zombie told me he's no longer coming from under the bed. And Aiko-san is almost here. Maybe I should go meet her. I'm more scared here alone in my room. Well, that's not great. It's not great at all. No way. Why are you doing this? Aiko-san, please hurry. Hurry. What is this? Oh, that's not... That's no bueno. No. Okay, I don't like that. The next day. Jasmine. Yeah? What? Aiko-san called me this morning. Mia was attacked again, this time in the apartment hallway. What? No way. It's my fault. Mia wanted me to stay with her. Not much you could have done, Zami. Like the bossman said, we aren't exactly bodyguards. I understand that, but... Anyway, I just heard from them again, and Mio's at Aiko-san's place now. Makes sense. You know Aiko's address? Yeah, she sent it to me. Gotcha. Headed to Aiko's then. We should check out Mio's place as well, but if she's out, it'd be locked. Thank you for all your help, Jasmine. Mio says she ran back into her room and immediately locked the door. Then how could anyone take this pic? Yes, exactly. How is it even possible? I don't know either. I should go talk to Mio first. You do that. She's really upset. Wasn't able to tell me much. But she might be more comfortable talking to you. I'm on it. Mio's safe at least. Yeah. What can I have done for her? What to do now? Hey, regrets aren't going to help much at this point. We're the Urban Myth Dissolution Center and we investigate anomalies. Use your time on working out the anomaly and handling her problem. You're right. We'll do. You know, I hate to say this, but those sugar dating rumors on socials, they're likely related in some way. I think it's time to ask about that. Be careful about how you put it, though. Anyhow, that's up to you, as usual. Yes. First, let's go talk to Mio, and then ask about those rumors. I'm sorry. Painting. I can tell it's an expensive piece. Look around. These piles on the desk might be paperwork for Aiko-san's company. Job hunting, consultation, promotion, support, defense, dispatches, the works. Looks like purchase orders and contracts with our clients. Not finding any leads on who the man might be, of course. Maybe I should just ask Aiko-san if she knows anyone suspicious. About the rumors around Mio that are trending right now. The internet is such a cesspool, isn't it? Digging up this and that on a woman being stalked by an intruder. I've been through plenty of that myself, so it's no longer bothers me. But regular girls will be scarred for life. They'll lose faith in society. Aiko-san, Mio told you about her room, right? How could such a thing happen just as I was out getting my clothes? Her room was drenched in red. That apartment is really no good for her. What do you mean? No. That place is mostly for students. Many of our uni students live there, so I'm familiar with it. It's close to the station with lots of storage. The catch being that security really isn't up to par. So I'm thinking, you should be living in a much better quality apartment. Maybe even this very apartment. I think maybe you should refrain from actively posting anything for now. In my book, having a voice is the best defense and defense. That's how I've won my battles. That reminds me, who was it that posted the room photo anyway? I wonder who posted the photo of Mio's room and why. Not just the poster, but the room posters too. They're all the same. The slightest hint of blood in the water and zing, they rush over to feast like the desperate piranhas they are. Reactions like that will probably never change. How's Mia doing? She's barely eating anything since coming here. Hasn't touched her phone at all with her socials blowing up like that. She isn't talking to me much either, so she must really be at her breaking point. I need to keep a close eye on her. They're all judging Mio for her sugar dating past, but my own part-time jobs weren't always all that clean. As a single woman who works, goes to school, job hunts, and attempts to have a life, it's that much harder. Mio reminds me so much of my younger self. I really want to help her. That's really kind of you, Aiko-san. I'm sure Mio can make as much money as she wants, so I'm hoping we can get her to move into this apartment. Wouldn't the rent here be way beyond her budget? I can lend her money and connect her with lucrative workplaces. You'll help convince her too, won't you? Youth is a virtue in itself, and virtue helps you earn. As long as you know your value and where to monetize it, it's easy to earn. You too, how about you ditch that tasteless part-time gig and come work with me? You'll be living like this in no time. I'll think about it. Any idea who the intruder might be? Get the feeling that he isn't trying to directly hurt Mio. Though he definitely is obsessed with her. Could it be her ex-boyfriend? Wow, how did you know? Oh, it's just a hunch. I mean, that's just me speculating, though. I do feel like there are enough signs to suspect that piece of work. Okay. I didn't know you were so famous. You've been through a ton. You're internet famous, aren't you? Sorry, I didn't know. Oh, that was a long time ago. They used to call me a rising star influencer in my uni days. But now that I found a company, yeah, I'm way past that silly phase. Okay. Mio, you okay? Zami, why is this happening? I didn't do anything. Why me? Why me? It's okay, I'm here now. You'll be alright. Okay. Mio, please tell me what you can. What happened back in your room? I was too anxious to stay there alone. Aiko-san was already on her way back too, so I headed out. But then, a creepy guy was standing in the hallway. Huh? I was so scared, I ran back inside. Wait, so your room got covered in red while... Hey, Azami. Didn't you say the man under the bed wouldn't be showing up anymore? I went out on my own because I believed what you said. I thought it would work. I'm sorry. What happened next? I'm sorry for what you're going through. I'll do my best to help you in whatever way I can. Tell me in detail, please. The man you saw in the hallway, he entered your room even though you were locked up with the key? Yes. I hadn't even been away for 5 minutes. That's impossible. How could he pull something like that off? ran back into your room and it was all red? Wait, the man couldn't have snuck into your room before you, right? Was he there when you got back in? He was in the hallway. I entered my room and locked the door. But the room was already a mess somehow. He just popped up out of the floor. Yo. About the photo of your room that was posted. Any idea who might have done that and why? I don't know, and I can't live there anymore. Why me? Well, I need to move. I don't have that kind of money. You know, after your room was ransacked and covered red, did you notice anything else wrong there? I haven't really looked. Didn't have time. When those photos posted online, the main thing was the red stains, right? I think so. We'll probably be investigating your room, so if you noticed anything. I often trip on things, so I try to keep things tidy and not leave anything on the floor. If anything's fallen, the mess might be his doing. Right, your room is always so neat. My own room is such a mess, haha. If you need to check my room, here, take my keys. Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. Okay. Mia, what do you plan to do? I think that room really isn't as safe for you. Yes, I agree. So I've decided to stay at Aiko-san's for a while. She says she'll stay by my side all the time, but I shouldn't worry. Maybe I'll be safer if I do what she says. Yeah, I see. It might be difficult to talk about it, but can I ask you about the rumors online? Sami, did that have anything to do with all this? I'm sorry, I don't know yet. Do you prefer we don't ask? It's okay, I can tell you. It's true that I did sugar dating, like they are saying. Mio, living alone, going to school, and working on the side was overwhelming. Then a friend suggested I try it, that everyone was doing it and that it's normal, so I started too. You get it right, 5 hours of work after classes or just 2 hours with some middle-aged guy. And you earn the same as a week's worth of part-time pay. But I didn't think they'd dig that all up. And then... What's up? And did anything else happen? My parents just found out. It's been going on around the internet. I'm from a small farming town. Rumors spread so fast in the countryside. I was thinking of going home after graduation. Now I don't think I can. You know. Okay. I've talked to both of them for now. Maybe we should be heading to Mio's room. But I'm worried about Mio. Should I stay with her then again? For now, she should be fine if she stays here with Aiko-san. And she's saying so herself. Yeah, that's right. If they'll be together all the time, she won't have to worry. Exactly. I'll get the car. Let's get on with it. Okay. I wanted to check her bed. Well, this is creepy. Mio's place. You know, why is it that the man under the bed shows up in an apartment hallway? Did you think of something? Yeah, lots. Dude's only been popping up from under the bed so far, right? Makes sense, under the bed and all that. Why is he strutting down hallways? Oh. About that. Kind of blocked up the space under the bed. Maybe that might have changed something. Blocked up the space? What's the big idea here? I'm sorry, I thought that might stop the man from showing up. Mia was so stressed out. Listen, I know why you feel that way. But random fixes by amateurs may end up too risky. Though we don't know for sure if blocking that space made all this happen. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry, Hey, I'm not saying it's your fault. Just a heads up for next time. Ask me when you're unsure, okay? That's never a burden. Understood. Thank you, Jasmine. I'll be sure to put the bed back how it was before. First thing, let's check the red-soaked room. Also, if the man under the bed was here, we should have left a shadow. I should check on the shadow with clairvoyance. Okay. Ugh, it's red all over. The smell is making me sick. There's no way Mio could keep living here. Check floors. Books tossed around. Did the man in the bed do this? Feels strange that he wanted to mess up just the books. I hate it if the page got scrunched up. Let's sort these out a bit. Yuck, I touched the blood, but it seems dry already, not coming off. Books are super bloody, or maybe not. Sides facing the floor aren't stained. Where was this book originally? These are covered with blood. Wait, something's inside. A blood-soaked bookmark. Oh, it's a small note, not a bookmark. 9 p.m. Leave near door. Can't read much. Delivery memo, perhaps? shelves are splattered with blood too. Ugh, red all over the shelves. Maybe I should take a look with the glasses on. I know Mio usually keeps things tidy. Also, some of the shelves are empty. Could be something here. Okay. The heck? Yikes, is that a bug or something? What the heck? No way, no way, nope, no way. No bugs, thanks, bye. Arms and legs galore. Why is he stuck to the shelves? Looking closer, has a human-like face. What is it? Those hands? Looks weird. Moves weird, rather, for someone searching for books. He's doing something, tossing something around. I'm probably seeing him in the act of splattering the room red. But why do such things? An eyeball monster? On closer look, it seems to have a body too. It's staring at something and blinking furiously. Creepy. What's it looking at? I wonder what's watching. You'd stand in its shoes. Should be okay. There's no way to touch it. Let's see if I can scan the whole room from here. Kitchen. Nearby. Bed. Balcony in the back. This looks familiar somehow. Okay. What's going on with that? Okay. Let's think of things over for a bit. Something is off. Books are all over. About the books all over the floor. It's weird that they'd want to mess up just the books. Why aren't any ideas coming to me right now? Try thinking step by step. Splattered blood and scattered books. Picturing both together will confuse you. True. Mio wouldn't leave books strewn around, correct? Not Mio. Her room is always tidy and clean. What would happen if blood were to be splattered in such a room? If blood was splattered from the shelves full of books and knickknacks, this means those books all over the floor. Maybe they... placed there on purpose where the room was splattered red. Fell from the shelves. For some reason. Maybe they fell from... fell from the shelves. Okay, we know this goes here. Okay. Maybe they fell from the shelves for some reason before the room was splattered red. Yep, must be it. The man under the bed might have bumped into the shelves before splashing blood everywhere. Or maybe he threw the books all over the room first, then followed up with the blood? But why would he do that? Okay. Any signs of the lock's been tampered with? Nope. Nope. Alright. So, what do I do now? This is wild. Red all over the walls and floor. Smells horrible in here. Bossman would be into it, though. Assuming it's the man under the bed myth, this stuff is blood. Ugh, so it really is blood? Why would he want to throw this blood around the room? You know, there was that pic posted online. Yes, this one. Maybe he did all this just for the post? Wait, what? Why would anyone do that? Let's think things over for a bit. Remember where you saw. What was the shadow I saw through the glass at the door? Didn't this mean a one-eyed monster was there? This is all me. What exactly was your power about? Clairvoyance shows me the past, the memory of each location. Precisely. It seems that the less you know about what you see, the more abstract they appear, possibly even as monstrosities. Avoid over-focusing on the shadow's shapes and forms. Try to deduce what they are doing from the clues you found. I see. Thank you for your advice. And there I go. Thank you, my imaginary resident director boss. Ah well. Shadow I saw by the door through the glasses. What exactly is this shadow doing? I'll show him. After the room was splattered. Taking a picture. Have anything to do with the act of watching? I should. Okay, I probably. That's in the wrong order. Taking a picture after the room was splattered. Yeah, I just got it in the wrong order. Could be. The layout seems similar to that photo posted online. I should try looking at the room from the same spot. Right here. Again. Yeah, it's the same as the posted photo. This eyeball monster is probably a clairvoyant's view of the man taking that photo. Did he want to see or be seen? If he took the photo, what for? Purpose of the photo. Getting anywhere? I spent a lot of time examining things, but I can't seem to find anything directly related to the man's identity or motive. Right. When the search boils down to this point, someone takes their cue. Their cue? And there it is. Supervision, hypervision. Go on, pick up. Right away. Hello? Meguria speaking. Director-san. Got the fluff, Sammy. Director-san. I felt it might be a good time to give you a call. Ready to report. This case has been identified as a sighting of the man under the bed. The man appeared in Mio's room, which had been carefully locked up. And seemingly attacked Mio, but then splattered the room red too. So it seems like the man doesn't intend to directly harm Miss Mio. Strangely passive for a man under the bed. He's not attacking with the axe. Plenty of opportunities to. Hey, Director. Oops, my apologies. Of course the man makes his own decisions. Who am I to comment on his preferences? That's not really. Also compelling is the unexplained phenomena he caused in a locked room with no trace of how he broke in. Wraith or human vapor? No, it likely has a tangible form, so not a wraith or ectoplasm. Director, I hate to ask, but... Oh yes, we can savor the speculations later. Savor? Really now? What's crucial here, maybe the act of splattering the room in red. Does the man under the bed typically work like that? This urban myth has several variations. One of them has the protagonist leaving a friend's place but heading back to pick up something, finding that the friend's room is all dark. They pick up their belongings without turning on the lights so they won't take their sleeping friend and leave again. When they visit the room the next day, the room is covered in blood with a message reading, Lucky you, I left the lights off. A room covered in blood, exactly like Mio's room. Another urban myth exists called the Red Room Curse, but it doesn't quite match this case. By the way, wasn't there something in Mio-san's red-soaked room that caught your eye? Oh yes, the books from the shelves were scattered around. It seemed that they fell from the shelves before the red mess happened. I see, and so do you, it seems. If the man is still after Mio-san, he will almost certainly manifest again. Not again. Isn't there anything I can do? Your enthusiasm is most charming. In that case, could you kindly inspect this room again tonight? Say what? Mio's place. Director-san? Do I really need to stay here in Mio's room alone? Mitch. Darkness. Anything could jump out. I can't do this. Leaving now. No, you must stay. Jasmine is currently at Aiko-san's place, so we have little choice here. I should meet up with her first. I can't do this alone. I see. I was hoping everything might go back to normal for Mio very soon. Mio, yes, you're right. I need our help right now. More importantly, Mrs. Ami, kindly examine the ceiling near the shelves. The ceiling near the shelves? It's way too dark. I need a hand on the walls, and I'd hate to fall and make noise. What's this? I think I found the light switch. Director, I'm turning on the lights. Absolutely not. What? Why not? Conditions for the man under the bed to manifest are uncertain. One of them is the lighting in the room. You mean he shows up if the lights are on? Time of day is also an important condition. You haven't turned the lights on, have you? I was just about to. Can't stand this. I'm too scared. We need to hurry. This is where I have to look, right? Hey, I feel something. A squarish frame. I thought so. As I thought. You see just there? Yeep, what was that? The ceiling is creaking. Hide, Azami. Huh? Hide now. Phew, it's gone. Director-san, what was that? Yes? Sammy? Jasmine? There was this man in Mio's room. Aiko's room. It's all red. What? Covered in red. Just like Mio's room. Jasmine, thank you for picking me up. I just had a close call myself. But I'm worried about Mio. How are things over there? Well, those two are safe. I'll take us to Aiko's place so you try over searching the socials. Know whose account to start with? Aiko-san's, right? I can imagine her keeping silent after having her room splattered red. Hey, not bad. Let's get started. I'll keep an ear open, so just zip on through them. Gotcha, here goes. I need to check on Aiko-san, but I'm also worried about the heat on Mio's end. I should check on both. Came back after eating out and the whole room was covered in red paint. This is absolutely despicable. Oh no, this is bad. Aiko-san posted like we thought. Can't really see the room, but it's definitely all red. Does this mean Aiko is also a target now? Yeah, right, I even do this. Gotta pinpoint the source of the message. Price of fame. Okay. To be fair, her past content did earn that kind of rep, but this one's the real thing. Exactly. Claiming it's her place from just one pick. Wow. People are terrifying creatures. I wonder what's on their mind. Humans will be humans. Shinto news. Michael just completely ignored them last time. How could she possibly keep up? Well, if she didn't keep posting content like this, people would start doubting her. We've been on site and it still felt like anomaly overkill week or whatever. Protector girl. When they're saying it's Mio's stealth account? Protect. Protector girl. Sammy seems they're on to you. You could check with the glasses, or maybe that's not the best idea. Yeah, because there's a really strong reaction to the words protector girl. Nothing less about interest and more like, I wouldn't scroll through that, but go for it if you want. Alright. Where's the girl who was all, don't say bad things about Mio when you don't know her? She runs for the hills after just one post? Huh? What? Yeah, I saw this coming. Wouldn't read the rest, Sammy. Little white knight getting all self-validation by pretending to care for others. Dime a dozen. That wasn't my intent. I just don't want anyone to flame Mio anymore. Dude, stop being so toxic. Yeah, I know how you feel. No, why would you say such a thing? No reason. Really none. Probably their response to voices that don't follow the flow. It can't be possible. How could they? There's this deep-rooted stigma around what guilty people should be like. I just point out they don't know what they're talking about. His reactions were predictable. Nah, probably against sugar dating itself. Why is this person laughing? Nothing to laugh about. We got our scapegoat, so don't ruin the fun or some such. Sure, it wasn't someone being all, don't say bad things about my friend. Just let it go. The perspectives are way too different. Makes no sense, eh? Sammy, you want to calm them down? People in the post actually enjoy piling onto someone. But why? Any scapegoat will do. In this case, it's just fuel that happened to show up here. That's just terrible. What? Stop right there. To be fair, I don't blame you for trying. But then, where and how are really stupid ideas? Stupid ideas? We have our way of handling things, remember? You can post all you want, but that won't save Mio. I see, yes. I think you're right, Jasmine. Hey, simply helps, but don't post our full name. They're definitely enjoying this. Anyway, who's that leaked name? We should probably look into this. Yeah, they might be posting stuff about Mio again. Give it a search. Bad luck for Mio Sato. Hanging with drama queen can do that to ya. No comment. She wants to start over in life. She'll have to move overseas. Easily. Keep calm. Carry on. Doctor, docs. Name and address all in the box. Pompous papas with sugar on. What? They're digging around less after the sugar dating talk, so I'm a bit relieved, all things considered. True. Better than being scrutinized from every direction. Exactly, and Aiko-san is trying to help too. Her posts do fan the flames a tad, though. Karma sucks for sugar dating bitches. Grr. Karma's on its way to strike those posting stuff like this. Red Room. I think Director mentioned that in hyper mode. Quite a yapper when it comes to these topics. Okay. Another keyword. Yeah, seems worth a search. Okay, but that doesn't work. Casually sharing Mia's personal details. Well, it's already kinda out there. Then again, maybe it's being shared even more. Okay, one issue, this keyword might be too vague. Should work well with another keyword related to the incident. Yeah. Casually yeah, we already did that. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay, how am I supposed to... What the hell? Okay. Here we go. Let's try this. Seriously? Thank you. I heard a rumor there was buried treasure under Mia's apartment. Maybe they're trying to scare her out so they can excavate. So they seem silly, but threatening someone so they move out sounds like a thing. Yeah, those who move out without a clue wouldn't doubt what happened to them. Could even be the origin of some urban myths. Beyond human, in what way? Cryptids live underground? You'd think you'd usually think of ghosts. Usually. Pitch black metal, huh? Even if they have such a power, it's not really helping. Well, it's not for helping others. Pop-up is an ads and notifications? Yep, this pop-up suddenly shows up and messes with you like a chain letter might. How are they confusing it for something else? One of the versions out there, like, you supposedly peek into a red room, but actually, so other urban myths have different versions too. Not urban myth. You should search. I'm pretty sure the Red Room Curse was the one where you would die for closing the pop-up. What happens if you close it? If you saw the pop-up now and closed it, we'd both be goners. Okay. I don't know what we're... There we go. Should we check the security camera angle? Check and make sure? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so I'm assuming we want to combine these two, because, yeah. Oops. I saw the security cam vid, but is the cam old or what? What do they mean here? Kinda fuzzy, kinda unclear. Are they from Booer Eats? Kinda fishy. Looks like a man in the video, super fuzzy. Delivery guy, perhaps? Someone's order for a late night munchies ramen, maybe? Let me see, 11 p.m. or 11:15 or so. It looks like electrical contractor to me. Looks like it. They're wearing what seems like a company-issued work uniform. Okay, so... You okay? Got you with that flaming, huh? Yes. I didn't imagine they'd respond that way. It's not their problem, so they'll say whatever they want. There's no end to it, so I'll do what I can to help, Neo. You've got the spirit, but your voice is a bit shaky there. I can do this, you know? Yeah, just messing with ya. Messing with ya. Methin'. Back on topic. Maintenance dude in the pic had creepy written all over him. I want to ask Aiko if anyone similar showed up. Understood. On site at the apartment building, up to Aiko's room we go. Yes. Okay. Wow. Happened while I was in the car waiting. Who done it? Why done it? With this much in your face evidence, to bet you'd see plenty of clairvoyant. Good point. I should scan the room first with the glasses on. Okay. Take a peek. Ah, the man under the bed. Or is it actually... Is he talking with Aiko-san? Are both shadows from the same point in time? The shadow's clothing is somewhat rugged. Work clothes like the uniforms maintenance crew wear? Someone she's working with? Something seems off. This looks a lot like the shadow splattering blood in the back of the room. Someone looks somewhat heavier built, maybe? Feels like this shadow could be important. I should dig deeper. The shadow is Aiko-san working. Looks very focused on work. Her mouth is twisted into a grimace. The sound is so intense even when working alone. What a thing to watch. Kinda scary. Is this a trace of the man under the bed? The shadow's movements are so wild and scary. What is it doing? Is it messing up the papers on the desk, or maybe looking for something specific? Did it have a goal other than splattering blood all around? Whoa, this shadow's throwing something at us. Not quite throwing. Is this from when they splattered blood around? Made the room all red? Was this before or after Mio and Aiko-san went out to eat? When exactly? Anything else? Nope. Okay. It's just as bad here at Aiko's as Mio's place was. Wild. Fancy carpet and furniture are done for too. Bummer. Well, what happens on your end? I was waiting in the car parked nearby. If I could rush in at any sign of trouble. First the two headed out together. Probably to eat something like she mentioned in the post. They came back after a couple of hours. I watched from the car as they re-entered the building. A short while later, Aiko suddenly calls me up. She was totally panicking over the phone. Yelling about how the room's all red, get in here, and so on. And what did the boss man make you do meanwhile? Was checking Mio's room. Whew. I almost bumped into the man. Had to hide under the bed. Long story, so we'll report everything later. Huh, almost met the dude? Getting tossed in the deep end much. Good thing I came to pick you up. Jasmine, I can see a weird shadow left in this room. Probably the culprit who made the room all bloody. Means you just cracked the case, yeah? I can't make out his face, just that he's almost certainly the culprit. Then how about this, to be sure? Check if Aiko and Mio ever left the room besides when they went out to eat. Good idea, I will. Look at him. These look important, how terrible. Look at this mess. Furniture, floor, walls. This is terrible. This is a lot to deal with. Yes, truly, I could never have imagined this. I took Mio out to eat, thought it'd be better than being holed up and never going outside. And then we come back to this. We contacted the police? Oh right, I was so upset I totally forgot. I need to report all this damage, I suppose. Aiko-san, do you ever have work meetings with clients here? I have online meetings, otherwise I have them out somewhere. Why? Oh, it's just that I'm wondering about the people you work with. Are you involved with companies whose staff wear work uniforms? Probably, yes. Don't really remember. I do have records of where we sent temporary staff. They should be on my desk somewhere in all that mess. Your desk, understood. Thank you. Aiko-san, I need to talk to Mio. Where is she now? Oh no. She went back home alone. Oh? She did? Does Mio know what happened here? She was with me when we got to the building entrance. But why? She said something about getting her things. Ugh, I was so upset I forgot to check in with her. I'll call her now. If she's in her room, I'll tell her to stay put and lock up. Yes, please. Need to ask Jasmine to drive us there. Okay. Let's see. Even the fancy bed is all red. Will changing the sheets be enough to get it clean? Okay. Search documents on desk. She mentioned the company documents were on the desk. It's so messy I can hardly make out the words. Make sure not to tear anything. Official admin engineering. So how decipherable? Not jobs that require work uniforms. Whoops, ripped a bit. Yikes, wait, a bloody handprint. Someone must have touched this. Jobs related to medicine. Obscurology? It's all caked and scrunched together. Finally! This must be for the maintenance company. It's the only one in these documents. Check the names. Electronic. I can't read this. Surely a company which handles electricity work, though. This document is ruined from all the blood. Let's ask Jasmine for advice on what to do. Okay. Jasmine? What do you think? Jasmine, what do you make of this? Rob's trying to get to Mio. She's saying it Aiko's headache for us. In what way? Might mean the dude's goal isn't done just yet. So this goes on until he fulfills his goal? What exactly is it? No idea. Wouldn't know. Just hoping this doesn't end like the urban myth does. Jasmine, it seems Mio is back at her place and alone. What? But I saw those two heading back up here. What the? Aiko-san is calling Mio right now. Telling her the situation on our end and to stay in her room. Alright then, I'll have the car ready to go. If you're ready to go, we should hurry to Mio's place. Wait! Please take me with you. Aiko-san? Sure, let's head to Mio's then. And we're off. Mio's place. Why does that keep showing? I'm not using my mouse. Everything okay, Mio? Did anything happen? Azami. I'm fine, I was just waiting. Are you sure? I'm glad I was really worried. So glad you're safe and sound. Okay. Let's see. There's a used cup in the sink. Shelves and knife holder are empty. Mio really wants to move. Probably took out what she needs. Nothing notable under the bed. Why does the man appear from under the bed anyway? Is there a man from the bathroom or a man from the closet? He's from the ceiling, goofball. Some of the books are missing. Will the glasses tell me anything? Yeah. Let's do it. Peek, a bug, or a shadow that looked like one. This bug-like shadow has creepy arms and legs. Then again, like before, it probably wasn't an actual bug. But if not, why does it look like a centipede? Because it was climbing. There's something under the bed. Is this the man under the bed? No, that's you, sweetie. Surprisingly small, carrying something on the... This is me from earlier. Yesterday, before the man appeared, I heard noise from the ceiling. Means the man who walked past the bed was in the ceiling, right? I had under the bed so I couldn't see, but how did he come down into the room? Shadow is heading to the entrance. Is this a locational memory of the man who walked past the bed earlier? So... came down there from the ceiling somewhere. Okay. No notable changes. Alright, we already did that. Okay. Glad Mio's safe. Right, I need to get her signed with the new place ASAP. I do have a place confirmed already. Echo-san, did you ever step out of the room? At any time besides eating out? I don't think so. I tried hard to calm Mio down and finally convinced her to go eat. While you were staying here, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Absolutely not. This place is falling apart. It's probably teeming with bugs and rats. And you don't know how to enter the space, right? I do not. I think I'm going to wrap up my life here. I really need some closure on this. Mio. Did anything weird happen while you were alone? Not really, no. Are you doing okay, Mio? You think I would be? No, of course not. I'm sorry. Stalked by a creep, named and shamed online. Can't go back to my hometown. I have nowhere to go. Why? I listened to everyone and really tried hard. Why me? Tell me, Azami. Mio, have you ever been in the ceiling space? Never. Is there even a way in? Right, of course you haven't. Before you went out to eat with Aiko-san, was there a time where you were both out and left the place unattended? I was at Aiko-san's place the whole time. We only left to go eat. Zombie, I'm so fed up and exhausted. Yeah, I'm so sorry. How did Ryan enter the room? Let's think things over for a bit. Man appears very suddenly, but how? First, you might want to focus on when he manifested in Mia's room. When you hid under the bed, where did he appear from? I heard the ceiling creak and hid under the bed. So there must be a way into the ceiling space unless he's a ghost. You saw a shadow with your clairvoyance, correct? I keep thinking about that centipede shadow. Why does that look like a centipede? I should focus on whether there's a way in and out of that ceiling space. Maybe he was climbing up and down. Using the shelf boards as footholds. Maybe he was climbing down using the shelf boards as footholds. Yes, that might explain it. Multiple overlapping shadows climbing up and down look like a centipede. Some of the books are okay. Let's climb up a bit and have a quick look. The view is blocked by this big cardboard box, but there's a hatch in the ceiling. Let's move this big box out of the way. Enter the ceiling space. Man climbed up these shelves. I got up here without really thinking, but I'm terrified. But I gotta help Mio. Here goes. Ceiling space, here I come. Here we are. All dark and dusty. No one here, right? Okay, my eyes are starting to adjust. Not scared, not scared. Let the investigation begin. Bento boxes, energy drinks, even alcohol cans. Doesn't look like trash stuffed up here by a former resident. Yeah, this stuff is new. The floor is coated in dust, but the trash is recent. Man was most certainly hiding here. Starting to see more clearly. Ceiling is low, but quite a bit of space here. What is this, cardboard? Anything lying around that's connected to him? Heap, roach, flat beyond belief. Maybe he used cardboard sheets to lie down without touching the dust? I see a sliver of light. Is it from Mio's room? Wow, unbelievable. I can't see much. Too dark. Okay. There's a shadow of the man here too. What is this shadow doing? Looks like he's stuffing something into the box or a bag. I want to look closer. But shadows in the way. Glasses show me things through clairvoyance, but this also blocks my view. I knew it. He was here. Not moving much as he crouched down. No, he's peeking at what's going on down below. Okay. Let's look in the box. What's in the box? I saw traces of the man doing something around here. There's something inside. Let's check. Clothing Ito Electric Services. Isn't this the company and the documents at Aiko-san's place? The man wearing a work uniform that I saw in Aiko-san's room. Does this mean that the man was here? I need to tell everyone. Okay, let's go. The man definitely was here in the ceiling space. I need to tell everyone. When it stopped for a minute, I was like, oh my god. Jasmine? You okay? Looks like you found a ton. I found solid evidence the man was hiding up there. And there are a few things I want to check with Mio and Aiko-san too. But it's that time for someone to show. That time? Do you mean the director is going to call again? Not any old call. At this point, you'll be fine. What do you mean? Not any old call. Yes? Mrs. Ami, how's it going? Hello, Director. I'm sorry. I haven't figured out the answer, and I don't know what you're apologizing for, but we're ready to start the dissolution phase. Dissolution, as in due time. Mrs. Ami, please tell everyone to gather around. Okay. Your investigation is done then? Is this like a debrief or something? Ah yes, I'll also explain what I found in the ceiling space. Please hurry then. Director, everyone is here. Mrs. Ami, please make sure everyone hears what we're about to explain. Understood. Thank you, everyone. Ayuma Meguri, Director of Urban Dissolution Center. Now, only the dissolution phase remains before we can close this case. Thank you for your cooperation throughout. Dissolution? Azami, what's this about? What's going on? Do I have to be here? I still have work waiting. We will be presenting our final results as requested for this case, so we ask you to remain here. Yes, so please hear us out. Let the dissolution begin. First of all, Miss Fukurai, thank you for your efforts in the investigation. We have discovered numerous clues since the identification phase. The amalgam of that information has allowed all of us here to tangibly feel the presence of the man under the bed. Oh well, I thank you. Yet the amassed information still includes several elements unnecessary for the man under the bed urban myth. What do you mean? Do you really expect me to record this case as is? What? Boring motives, tiresome intentions. There's no room in the center records for such things. Do we really want to prioritize that right now? Now this case leaves 4 key questions unanswered. Oh. How did the man under the bed manifest? 2. What is the goal of the man under the bed? 3. Who or what is the man under the bed? 4. What exactly is the essence of the man under the bed? The eye reveals all. Okay. What the? Please don't overact. This is something only we can see. Eye opener. This can only be seen by holders of seeing powers such as clairvoyance or vision. We must unlock this artifact to open the Eye of Truth. Now is the time. Time for dissolution for the man under the bed. Yes. The man under the bed suddenly appeared in Mio-san's room, immediately after she had checked all the locks. A phenomenon reminiscent of incorporeal ghosts or otherworldly demons. Exactly, and apparently not to harm Mio. It just appears and disappears always suddenly. So Mrs. Zami... Yes? The man supposedly appeared from under the bed, but did it really? You determined where the man appeared from. Where was it? The man emerged from the ceiling space. There was evidence indicating the man appeared from the ceiling space. We found traces of his being in, entering, and exiting from the ceiling space. Great. The man was hiding in Mio-san's ceiling space for a long time, waiting for an opening to assault Mio-san. Okay. Moving on. What about this man under the bed? One of his defining traits is that he massacres people he encounters. One could say his goal is to kill the house's owner or whomever uses the bed he hides under. Since he's Ami, what might the man under the bed be trying to do? Why does he keep pestering Mio-san? To scare Mio? He might have been trying to frighten Mio. And that's it. Simply scare her. Man didn't try to kill Mio-san despite being able to. If his goal was to peep, he wouldn't need to appear in front of Mio-san. He keeps on appearing then disappearing. It seems the man is intentionally limiting his actions to scaring Mio-san. We can deduce that that itself was the man's goal. If so, maybe my room getting covered in red was also just him trying to scare me? And the reason my room was covered in red was because Mio was at my place. Either way, the man's goal is to instill fear. The doll left in Mio-san's room also hints at such intent. So that doll wasn't a message or anything after all. That doll. Let us move on. About the man under the bed. He is depicted as a random murderer or an escaped serial killer, as an elusive entity that suddenly appears in doors with murderous intent. An anomaly that is very likely to have a basis in reality, yet he can also be said to be less tangible due to leaving minimal traces when manifested. So this is Ami. How would you describe the man that we are seeking through this investigation? An actual person. Could they be normal, living person? And not a ghost or anomalous monstrosity? Precisely. That is the spice and key to truly savoring each urban myth. Huh? Urban myths aren't just about ghosts and monsters. There's a sizable number of urban myths that aren't. They instead originate from rumors and such about actual people. So Mrs. Ami, this man that appeared in Mio-san's room, who do you think this living man could be? One moment, there are multiple suspicious people. Let me see. The one we saw while doing social media research. Boober Eats. Oh yes, right. A living man carrying a backpack. Sami, you asked me about my ex-boyfriend, didn't you? Yes, I'll note it down here. He's also a living and suspicious person. Does that include my work client too? This maintenance worker wearing a uniform. He was in security camera footage too. So many suspects. Crazy world, crazy cases. Incidents and terrorist attacks on the news. Thank you, though I remember now. Who do you think this living man can be? I think it's the maintenance worker because we found a maintenance hat up in the attic. The maintenance worker in the security footage. He left his hat and jacket in the ceiling space. Indeed, the man in the bed hiding in the ceiling caught on security camera wearing a work uniform. We can say beyond any doubt that it was him. I thought so. Now on to the final and most daunting question. The man disguised as a maintenance worker. How did this man come to be in the ceiling space? Unless he can rip apart space from another dimension and appear anywhere at will. It seems impossible that he could manifest in that room's ceiling space. Yes, that's true. No sign of him entering through the window. The ceiling above the bathroom didn't have enough space to move around. Mio has a habit of locking up carefully. I was thinking he might be real, but is the man an anomaly after all? Do you really believe so? Mrs. Ami, you talked with everyone and you went to investigate each location. You already know what you need to know. You can already see. But, so Mrs. Ami, for the disguised maintenance worker to hide in the ceiling space, What path could he have possibly taken? How did he make his way inside Mio-san's room? The man had an accomplice? Someone must have helped him get in. Brilliant. Yes, that is the only explanation. It's clear from the security footage as well as his uniform with the cap in the ceiling space. The man under the bed is in fact the maintenance worker. Note the time shown in the security footage. 5 past midnight. This must be the time when the man arrived at Mio-san's apartment. Mio-san, regarding the time that the man was caught on security footage, does it ring any bells? Mio, around when did you reach the police station? Just around midnight, but that means... Huh, wait, something's wrong here. Indeed, hearing that there's a man in the room. Mio-san ran to the police station for help around midnight. Yet at just around the same time, a man in a work uniform is shown on security footage at the apartment entrance. But why? If the maintenance worker is the man under the bed, his timing is uncannily coincidental. So Mrs. Ami, the man who was supposedly under the bed, was actually not in the room yet. Caught on security footage a few minutes later, he then makes his way into Mio-san's room. Who does this point to as the man's accomplice? Aiko. I knew she was suspicious. Could it be Aiko-san, perhaps? She lied about seeing the man inside the room. Oh, she was suspicious. A fine accomplishment indeed. Mrs. Ami, you have the rare ability to discern the truth. The mystery is now solved. Alright. Her telling you that there's a man under the bed. Weren't these the magic words that enabled the man to sneak into the room? That's true. Without hearing that, Mio wouldn't have left the room without locking up. Hey, how dare you throw random accusations at me? If the man actually exists, he's not passing through walls or warping around. Begs the question, what did Aiko actually see? Aiko-san, I think you told us. You kept watch outside the door so the man wouldn't come out, correct? That's precisely when you let the dude in. With an insider, the room getting covered in red makes a ton more sense. So it's true, really? I couldn't believe it, but now... What are you mumbling about? You aren't going to believe this bunch of weirdos, are you? The following is just speculation, but... Mio-san has had her past dug up and is under a lot of pressure. You are recommending she moves into a rather expensive home. How could a mere college student afford to rent a luxury apartment like yours? Were you perhaps planning to have Mio-san return to sugar dating? My power of vision sees it all. Offering help as a benevolent third party, recommending a place with expensive rent. Were you going to grant her a place to maximize her youth while she can? You must be enjoying ample profit margins to justify all this, even with the efforts involved in carrying out such an elaborate incident. You mentioned having connections. How befitting of a job-hunting consultant. Your consultancy, of course, may be a front for catering to your cadre of CEOs and top brass, and providing them with sugar dating dispatches. Aiko-san, is this true? What in the... What are you talking about anyway? How dare you ask me this? Are you stupid or what? Huh? You bunch are here to find the culprit and lock him up. Looking for causes isn't going to solve anything. But we... How ass-brained can you get? Useless bunch of morons. Ass-brained? Listen here, it's a fact that a man was in the ceiling space. Which means I did nothing. Everything is that guy's fault. Aiko-san. Mio, you're a smart girl. You don't believe any of this nonsense, do you? Stick with me and you can earn as much as you want and live in comfort. Just keep listening to me and forget the small things like you always did. You'll be happy and rich. Your life will be just as good as mine in no time too. Also you, Sami or whatever, you will answer for this. Yikes. How dare you challenge me with your forgettable face and ridiculous ideas. Totally wasted my time. I'm far too busy for this. I'm leaving. Hey, you dropped something. Is this a card? How was your first case, Mrs. Zombie? I must take my leave. I have something to attend to. Wait a minute, Director, what about Mio? Lost connection. Mio, you're not okay, are you? I'm good. I'm okay now. I wish I could... Oh, right. I'll make sure to throw away that doll we found, so don't worry about that. Mio? Doll? That doll. Mio? Yes, I need to get rid of all of it, like nothing ever happened. My room is in this state. I should start cleaning up. Let me help. It's okay. I need some time alone. Thank you for everything. But I'm good. Leave it all to me. Mio? Guess that's it for us then. But Jasmine, we haven't solved anything yet. Mio's still in... Center's job ends here. The rest is up to the police and lawyers. Huh? Yeah, I get how you might feel. Mio herself says she's fine. Yeah, she looks real fine there, freaking out. It's not her place to step in. She looks like she's losing her marbles. Is that really so? Thing is, I feel this case isn't over yet. Huh. Aiko's place. What the hell? I thought they were cooking up some exorcist nonsense and this happens? How would they know about my involvement in sugar dating dispatch? Who or where did that leak from? How could that... what the... No way. No, they kicked me from the dispatch group. How dare they? How many girls do they think I found for them so far? Ugh, I'm so pissed. You should have stopped at that doll. Hey, told you I did exactly as you said. I was spooked too when that Mio girl's room turned all red. I saw her heading out, so I thought I'd scare her even more. But the space under the bed was blocked and she came home while I was thinking. I rushed up the bookshelf so there wasn't time for me to throw blood around or anything. And who actually splattered that blood? Huh? What was that? No way. Oh, that's not great. Ugh. What the crap? Huh? What? No! The man under the bed. No, that's impossible. You can't actually exist. Ugh. She paid me to do this. She tricked me into doing it. I didn't do anything. What the? Hey, wait. Ugh. No. Please don't. Arg. Leave Aiko-san alone. I will make her pay. Huh? That voice. Is it you, Mio? When I was attacked by that man in my room and passed out, I came to pretty quickly. I heard everything. Aiko-san, I'm done for today, and so on. So you already knew that Aiko-san was behind this? Yes, I did, Azami. But that no longer even matters. Anyway, Aiko-san, why did you know my secret? Huh? How did you know I had an accidental pregnancy once back during my sugar dating days? Oh. Pregnancy, what are you talking about? That doll, it was a message that you knew about my past, right? A red and silent doll that symbolizes a baby. I didn't want anyone to know, but then why do you? Wait, too much is going on. Mio, what's going on? Please take it easy. Azami, thank you for telling me about the doll. You were right about everything. The man under the bed, this woman here. I'm feeling a strange power inside me. I think I could kill this woman with it. You're amazing, Azami. I did as you told me, and everything happened just as you said. I should have believed you, just you, from the beginning and done as you told me. Mio, wait, what are you talking about? My medical records weren't in this woman's place. Tell me where they are. I need to erase my past entirely. I really don't know what you're talking about, Mio. Enough with the nonsense. That doll was just a random doll I picked up. Azami, you told me this too. I will attract its twist wherever I go. That I had little more to lose, whatever I did. I didn't say that. You know I wouldn't. Why are you being like this, Mio? Oh wait, maybe it wasn't you then. Anyway, that doesn't matter either now. My name and address, my past, everything is out there online now. I can't go back to my folks. Won't be safe at home. Wherever I go, I'm watched by eyes that know my past. What am I supposed to do? Why should I even care? I'm going to kill you. You're joking, right? Mio, you're smart enough to know this won't mean a thing. Just put that down and listen to me, okay? No, Mio, no. Don't do this to yourself. Azami, I... You alright, Zami? No, we're not alright. She's losing her marbles. Spawners are on the way. They're almost here. It's gonna be okay. Jasmine, how did you... Heard from the boss man. Boss man's vision thingy. Knew you were heading to Aiko's. Loose cannon much? So the director was watching me? Mio. Yeah, she's super duper not okay. Once again, going off on your own like that, way too risky. I'm sorry, Jasmine, and thank you. If I'd realized earlier, Mio wouldn't have done such a thing. Hey, don't go blaming yourself. I guess what you did kind of prevented the worst, yeah? Yeah, I guess. And the boss man should have told me earlier. I wonder if the director knew this was going to happen. Beats me, it could have gone much worse without the boss man giving a heads up. Guess the vision of Bob's pretty handy. Dude's priorities, though. Speak of the almighty. What is it? Way too fast with the edit. Urban Myth Dissolution Center channel is streaming now. At the centers of videos always stream so soon? Miguria. The target of today's investigation is the infamous man under the bed. It seems that the man under the bed actually exists. Turns each case into this kind of feel-good entertainment vid. Those spreading rumors fade away if there's watchable content like this. I hope Mio's rumors fade way fast. They'll get bored quick and jump over to the next rumor. Anyway, you'll be reporting back to the boss man, yeah? I'll drive you. Thank you, Jasmine. Our staff member who was at the scene has safely completed the investigation. The younger woman, B, had little choice but to move out. As for the woman A, who first witnessed the man under the bed, we have lost all contact with her and are unaware of her whereabouts. The Urban Myth Dissolution Center staff sincerely wish that Miss A is safe and sound. The case came to an intriguing conclusion. After what happened to Mio, I wouldn't call it intriguing. Are you worried about Mio? She hasn't done enough to be prosecuted. Will Aiko-san not even be held accountable? It feels unfair. Yes, unfair indeed. Unfair indeed. However, I would remind you that there are many forms of accountability. More importantly, I can't wait to see what you have. That card you brought with you. More importantly, were you watching through your vision again? Director, don't you feel any emotions? Emotions are an interesting research topic. That is where rumors and urban myths originate. Forget I mentioned it. Ah, exquisite. What is it? Take a good look at this card. It's as if it's predicting the tragedy about to befall you. What exactly is this card? This is one of the Illuminate cards. They are rumored to be prophetic. Card is prophetic? Happened 7 years ago too. Director, I actually have one of these cards is said to foretell the end of the world. I'm curious about the fate of the card's owner. It seems everything is in motion now. And that's enough for today. Do I believe in prophecies? I believe a good sounding one if it sounds bad. Wait, is that an Illuminate card? Why do you have it? Since when did I have this card with me? How should I know? Well, good work, Zami. Catch you next week. Tell Murigi here about the new face at the center. Seems unrelated to the other incident. Miguria hasn't shown much we could look into. Roger that. Out. Back then, we couldn't possibly have realized what was about to happen. Okay, on that note, we're going to call this episode, and we'll see you next time with, I'm assuming, the next case. Have a good one.